How to remove duplicate elements from an array. In this video we're going to talk about an approach to solve this problem easily. So let's get it started. For instance, I am going to create an array of integers. Just put some random items on it, and of course make sure it contains duplicate elements. Other than that, what springs to mind is that we're going to need a for loop to do some sort of checks on the array elements. So let's create a for loop here. I guess you can figure out that from this point you can have different logic implementations. But what I want to show you is a super simple logic. We're going to use set interface to remove the duplicate elements. Set interface is part of the Java collections framework. There is a link in the description bar down below so you can find out more about that later. So all you need to know is that set interface doesn't allow us to store duplicate elements, which somehow is connected with what you want to achieve here, right? So let me create a set object. Basically, the solution consists in populated the set object that we have just created. The set has a method called add. Then the idea is just for loop all the array elements and try to store each one of them into the set collection. Let's print the set object and check out what is inside of it. Well, that's it. As you can see, there is no duplicate elements. In order to understand better this result, you need to know how the add method works. This method will not store the same element twice. In other words, you are not be allowed to add an element that the collection already have. So that way we ended up having a collection only with unique elements. Like I said at the beginning, this is a super simple approach to solve this interview question. However, if you take a closer look at the results, you're going to see that the insertion order was not preserved. In order to solve this same problem but having the insertion order preserved, we need to change the set implementation. The hashset has a subclass called LinkedHashset. In a LinkedHashset, the insertion order of elements is always preserved. I am going to change our set implementation, which means change hashset for LinkedHashset. The idea will be the same. After create the object, we're going to populate it using the method add. Let's print the set object again. As you can see, we have ended up with only unique elements, and at the same time with the insertion order preserved. Well, this is pretty much what I want to present to you. If like the video, don't forget to subscribe. And I hope to see you in the next lecture.